Because guess what? They're both speaking Japanese. There's no translation.
岡山してる？あそこ生まれてきた。This is why I have a big grudge against like why they won't let me use gloves to wash dishes in Japan. あと私日本生まれたよ。I was born in Japan. 岡山してる？あそこに生まれてきた。東京からちょっと遠いでしょ？でも多分1歳と2歳ぐらいカナダにいたからあんまり覚えてなかった。あんまり覚えてない。I guess it's okay to say I was actually born in Japan. And then, my parents wanted to move to Canada. Like, they kind of think that Canada is better for families. And it's kind of true in a way because, there's more space. And then the way they treat, kids here is really good. Like, you get, free doctor checkups and stuff. Some daycares, if you go to a university that has a daycare, it's free. Oh, yeah, and daycares in Japan weren't free, at least at the time. Healthcare is free, but honestly, it's really only beneficial when you're a kid. Because kids get colds a lot and stuff, and they get checkups a lot anyways. So for that, it's really good. Oh, yeah, as a kid, growing up in Canada is very, it's easier compared to a lot of other countries, and it is true.
畳席もあるようですね。
私、日本住んでるの時、私の部屋は畳の部屋だよ。私、畳、本当に、難しいです。掃除の時、難しい。I had a tatami room and it was very difficult to clean. Because you couldn't use too much water, otherwise it'll grow mold and you have to make sure that it's dry.And in Japan, it's very humid, so keeping things dry is very difficult. でも、夏の時、いろんな虫がいる。centipede なんていうの？ How do you say centipede in Japanese? Oh my god. ムカデ、とても怖かったです。I've had a panic attack before because I think my finger was just slightly infected because I was washing dishes in Japan, and in Japan they wouldn't allow you to wear gloves, and I think I had a wound on my finger, and washing dirty dishes every day probably infected it. Then it started breeding bacteria, and then one time I was so swollen. So what I tried to do was tried to cut a little bit of my skin, and because there was something that was under my skin and it was super duper painful, and I knew I had to cut it open, so I cut it open and then I squeezed the pus out, but I thought I could handle it, and I couldn't. As I squeezed the pus out, I low-key got a panic, not even low-key, it was high-key. I high-key got a panic attack. I had to sit on the ground for a few minutes, and then my finger the next day was actually way better, because the pus was out, because it was so painful. This is why I have a big grudge against why they won't let me use gloves to wash dishes in Japan. They will not, I showed them my swollen finger. I was can I please wash with gloves? And they were no. I'm what is wrong with you guys? Maybe it's actually just the place that I worked at, but apparently, they told me that it was tradition, so. What was their reasoning? I have no idea. I really don't. We could even Google it right now. Why doesn't Japan people wash dishes with gloves on? There's a Reddit post on this. Okay, let's see. Okay, my mom never wanted to use the dishwasher. She said it took too much energy, but it didn't. So what is it with dishwashers? Okay, there it is. Here's an answer. A Reddit answer. It's more of the traditional Asian habit. When I lived with my parents, we'd always hand wash our dishes after dinner, mainly because we didn't have space for one old apartment. When I moved into my new place with the dishwasher, I just use it as a drying rack and still hand wash because of a habit. I also feel you can clean it better. Don't trust hot water jets alone can clean all the crusty leftovers. No, well, that's not how you use the dishwasher. You're supposed to like rinse it and then you put it in the dishwasher. You don't just leave all the crust on there. You gotta rinse it a little and then you put it in there. Yeah, see, the next guy says, I've always rinsed off food before putting plates in the dishwasher. Not put them there with everything intact. That definitely doesn't work. Everybody's just saying that it's an Asian thing. And you know what? I know it sounds really silly, but it really is. Yeah, a lot of people are just saying, oh, it's because it's just the culture. And you know, I get it. But at the same time, I don't. 日本の何が好きですか？日本の料理とか、あと服とか。日本の服は超かわいい。いつも私の服は全部日本から買って出ました。全部、本当よ。だって、カナダの服はちょっとだけ大きいから、日本のサイズは完璧です。One time I got a haircut in Japan. If you go to like a salon, it's like top class. You know, they'll do like a mini head massage and an ear massage. And you know, they always wash your hair with like warm water. Like they use like a really warm towel and then they kind of like wipe behind your ears. And then they do that several times so that your ears are like clean from the soap, from the shampoo, I mean. And oh my god, I love it when they do that. It's so nice. And they like, it warms up my ears and it just feels so nice because they're also like kind of massaging it at the same time. And every time I go to Japan, I must always do a haircut for that reason, you know? I think like a couple weeks, like 2 weeks ago, I got my haircut. First of all, getting a haircut in Japan, like you really have to reserve because oh my god, I swear to god, like people in Japan cut their hair every single day. I called like 5 places and they were all like, I'm so sorry, but we're booked for the entire day. Like, how many people in this country need a haircut today? There was like this one place that was like, we're really full for today, but tomorrow you can come in. So I did that instead. Like, you know, I'm not very good with like technical terms. So I asked my dad if he could help translate what I wanted. I was like, oh, I really want my hair to be thinned out because my hair is too thick. And my dad's just like, ask your stepmom. And I'm like, my stepmom doesn't speak Chinese or English. She speaks Japanese only. So that defeats the purpose of translating. I went to the hair salon and like the guy tells me that like, oh yeah, you know, we can't do this hairstyle because your hair's too thick. And low-key, I'm just like, then skill issue from you, I guess. But like he's saying these things in Japanese and my stepmother would look at me, say the exact same thing, and I'm like, this is the worst Google Translate I've ever had in my life. Like he would tell me something like, oh yeah, you should actually dry your hair every single time after you shower. Because like if you don't dry your hair after you use conditioner, like that defeats the purpose. And I understood all of that. And my stepmother looks at me, she's like, okay, so what she's saying this in Japanese, by the way. She's like, okay, so what this lesson is saying is that if you don't use conditioner, like she just says it slower and more like she just enunciates a little bit better. They call conditioner here treatment, I guess. I don't know why. They're like treatmento, and I'm like, what the fuck is treatment? Like, what does that mean? And they're like, oh, you know, the thing you put after shampoo, and I'm just like, you mean conditioner? So like, she's like, okay, so if you don't dry your hair, like the conditioner will really not be used to its fullest capacity. I'm just like, okay, thanks. And I text my dad saying like, now, the things that I understand anyways. And the things that I don't understand, I've just been nodding my head. Like, there's some things that he said that I don't understand. My stepmom would try to translate, and I still don't understand because guess what? They're both speaking Japanese, and there's no translation. But you know what? It was really funny.